King of the Road. Welcome to another episode of the King of the Road Show. I'm Jim King. During the next 30 minutes, we'll begin airing our coverage of the recent Texas Rice Festival in Winnie. In addition to the parades, carnival, livestock show, great food and beverages, the Texas Rice Festival always features a stellar concert lineup. By the way, the Texas Rice Festival has always been one of my favorite Southeast Texas events. In fact, it was the very first area festival that I attended after arriving here in September 1999. It's hard to believe that I've called Southeast Texas home for 11 years now. As the saying goes, my how time flies when you're having fun. And I've had loads of fun on TV, radio, newspaper, and the internet. Ride shotgun with me as we look in the rear view at the Texas Rice Festival in Winnie.
One man has the power to take you behind the scenes. Jim King of the Road. Jim King of the Road.
The Texas Rice Festival is an annual harvest celebration held the first weekend of October honoring rice farming, which of course is a major economic activity around Winnie. The first Texas Rice Festival was held in downtown Winnie in 1969. And the event now takes place in Winnie Stoll Park, which has a permanent grandstand built specifically for the annual festivities. The 41st annual Texas Rice Festival live entertainment lineup included Kevin Fowler, Wayne Toops and Zyda Cajun, Casey Donahue, Aaron Watson, Johnny Bush, Max Stalling, and the Band of Heathens. We'll get to the live entertainment later. But first things first, the food. Like a lot of folks, I love Rudys Kebabs. That's normally the first place we stop for a meal or snack at an area festival. The King of Kebabs returns for the third year in a row. Rudy, a.k.a. Rudy Tootie Present Prudy from Beaumont, Texas, is at the Texas Rice Festival. You're a big hit again. It doesn't surprise me, but I just had one of your kebabs. Exquisite.
Yeah, as always. We try to do our always the best.
Anytime you're at a festival in Southeast Texas, just follow your nose to Rudys Kebabs, and there's always a line, so you might have to wait a few minutes, but it's the freshest, most tender chicken kebabs that I've ever had. The teriyaki sauce and also charcoal. You only use charcoal?
Yes, we use charcoal. We don't use gas on our meat.
Yeah, it's the real deal.
Yes, the real deal, charcoal.
He's got chicken, beef, pork, steak,
shrimp, fried rice, egg rolls, and we do all teriyaki sauce.
And he may do a dance for you if you ask him nicely. The Rudy Rumble.
Yes, Rudy Tootie, Present Prudy. Rudys Kebabs.
Rudy Tootie, Present Prudy. We had to pull some strings, but we got him into the Texas Rice Festival. The third year you've been here, 41st annual Texas Rice Festival.
Yes, sir. It's a great festival. It's a lot of people. And,
yeah.
I like this. It's a great festival. I can say anything. One of the best festivals in Southeast Texas.
You keep it cooking.
Yes, keep cooking.
The king of kebabs for Southeast Texas, Rudy Tootie, Present Prudy.
Thank you, and see you here at the Rice Festival.
One more time, the Rudy Rumble.
Come on, shake, baby.
You're the man. It's Phil Baker from Jackson, Tennessee. Welcome to Winnie, or as we like to call it, our locals, we call it Winnie.
Winnie.
That's pretty good.
I try hard.
Your first time here, sir?
No, we've been coming 10 years now. Great show. Probably our third biggest event we do a year. Just people are fantastic. Never any trouble here. Just wonderful show. We kind of bring a little tropics here to the festival. We serve in a real coconut. We have everything from strawberry, pina colada, banana, Bahama Mamas, Miami Vices. Just pretty good drink, I think.
Yeah, and it's like an edible cup here.
Edible cup, that's right.
Yeah.
It's the real deal, real coconut.
You think most of the people that drink one of these will actually crack open the coconut and
eat? They do.
They eat them?
Yeah, the promoters asked me, says, you sell a lot of coconuts, but we never see them laying around. Everybody takes them home. They either carve them out, make souvenirs with them. I have ladies that put flowers in them. It's just a numerous. Everybody's got a coconut story from when they was a kid. You know, it's just a novelty.
We'll enjoy some more Texas Rice Festival food later, including fried Oreos. It's like a stroke in a boat, right?
No joke.
But first, let's enjoy some exclusive concert footage from country legend Johnny Bush.
With the same two arms still missing you, and the same old heart still beating. keeps loving you.
Johnny Bush, great to see you in
Hey,
Winnie,
Jimmy,
Texas. You know, it's great,
Well, you're
man.
the real king of the road, huh? And I thought all this time Roger Miller was.
Well, I'm self-proclaimed. Actually, I started my little King of the Road shtick when I was working not too far from Roger Miller's hometown of Barrick, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about, well, I've been doing this 15, been wearing a silly head around for 15 years, calling myself the King of the Road, but we're talking,
I'll accept that.
it's all about you. Today, it's Johnny Bush, the legend, from Houston originally, so you're not too far from your stomping grounds.
Right. When I was about 17 years old, I worked at the oil fields around here. We worked a well over here in Winnie Stole, they call it then. And then the spindle top over there in Beaumont, I guess it would be toward Port Arthur. We drilled the first storage well for the Sun Company, where we drilled down and washed out a big cavern, and they stored butane. And to my knowledge, the old Lucas Gusher, there's a monument there now.
Yeah.
But when I was working there, it was a dirty old stinky sulfur-smelling oil field, you know, and I loved it.
So you started off your teenage years working in the oil field. When did the music come along?
Well, all this time I had it in my soul, and we used to stop at a coffee shop there in Beaumont on the way out to the rig. And I started hearing this fella called Lefty Frizzell.
Yeah.
And I said, that's what I want to do. And we'd be out there on that floor, and that north wind would be blowing. We're pulling wet strings of pipe. And I told the floor hand, I said, you know, I'm not going to do this the rest of my life. He said, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to be like Lefty Frizzell. He said, yeah, right. Well, at that time, I didn't know it. Lefty Frizzell was living in Beaumont.
Really?
And I thought he was living in California, which he did later.
Uh-huh.
But at the time I'm talking about, he was living in Beaumont.
See our house across the street from this barroom. The people who live in it all love so. So I come here every night, and I pray that I might see them. Think I'll have one more drink and then I'll go. There's a light in her bedroom tonight, and just like me, she loved me, I know. Just to hold her in my arms, caress all her charms, and I'll have one more drink and then I'll go.
It's the King of the Road show, and we're looking in the rear view at the recent Texas Rice Festival in Winnie. We'll have more of our exclusive with country legend Johnny Bush next.
100 watt speakers and your Spark-O-Matic decks and Van Halen one.
And coming up later, Max Stalling.